So we're going to go through the goblet squat. This is a great beginner variation to allow someone to squat with better form. We're going to hold the position like a goblet here. This will allow her to have a bit of a shelf through her chest and improve some extension through the spine. It'll also help her keep a little bit more upright. For most people, an easy place to start is to elevate the heels. So I'm going to need you to bring your heels onto the edge of this bench for me and slightly turn those feet out. So this will allow her to think about driving the knees forward and take a lot of the guesswork out of things so she can just think about executing the lift well. So depending on the shape of the lifter that you've got, someone who's particularly taller is going to probably start a little bit more from the hip. Someone who's a little bit shorter is going to start driving from the knees. So looking at Megan here, probably going to be more of a knee-dominated squat. So all I'm going to get to do is think about driving those knees over those toes, and then so as you come down, squat into it, and now pulling into the hip until she finds that range where she starts to round from the spine. We're aiming for most people to be able to hit a decline bench. This gives them a mark to be able to hold that position and keep things consistent. On the way up, I'm going to think about driving the heels to the floor, and I want you to stop just before she reaches a lockout through her knees. This will allow her to keep tension through this movement and then transition straight into the next rep. So just give me one more rep. Driving the knees as far forward as you can, almost trying to bring your hamstrings to your calves, and then drive down. Now, if we've got someone who's maybe taller, a bit longer femored lifter, we're going to probably start a little bit more of a hip-dominant squat. So I'm just going to get to shift the hips back, start a little bit of a hinge, and then drive those knees forward. And now we can keep a neutral spine whilst getting a good amount of knee flexion.